Ladies and gentlemen, right now we are going to welcome in the new UFC welterweight champion. Some people said he beat George St. Pierre. He absolutely did beat Robbie Lawler tonight. Johny Hendricks, congratulations to you. Welcome to the show. First question for me really is, how did you see this fight as you headed into the 5th round, and what was your inner monologue telling you?
I saw it as 2-2. You know, I thought I did really good the first 2 rounds. Obviously, Robbie did a couple of change-ups. I didn't adapt fast enough to change the outcome of the 3rd and 4th round. I knew that I had to come – if I was going to win this fight, I knew it was going to be in the 5th, and that's what I tried to do.
Hey, Johnny, this is Daniel Cormier. I'm one of the people that knew you back in the day before you were the champion. Hi, I hope you remember me. Listen, was it your plan to stand in front of Robbie Lawler as you did? Or whenever the takedowns became real tough, did you say, you know what? I got power, he's got power, let's just fight?
No, actually, I was going to do a little bit more takedowns. Certain things happened where I couldn't. It is what it is, and that's whenever I said, all right, I got to change up my game plan. And that's whenever I started saying, all right, instead of focusing so much on the game, on the takedowns, where I was leaving myself open, I started doing some punching and started laying my own shots.
All right, Daniel, or rather, Johnny, Daniel Cormier, who's sitting next to me, used to coach you at Oklahoma State back in college. He was on the staff where you were a national championship a couple times there. Listen, Mark Lehman is your new head coach. If Mark Lehman and Daniel Cormier were on top of a burning building and you could only save one, who would it be?
That is a great question there, Chell. Both. I'm strong enough to save them both.
He's
all right,
Superman.
Listen, and now I want to make a statement.
No,
if I just have a second left.
Wait a minute.
Let me make a real quick statement with the champ. Listen, Johnny, this is a statement, not a question. And in seriousness, there's an epidemic going through the UFC that everybody in your position with the gold belt is trying to pick their opponents. I'm going to ask you as a fan and a colleague, please don't do that. You're a wrestler. You've spent a lifetime taking all comers. Set the record straight and be a leader.
It's not my call. I do as I say. The UFC picks my opponents, and that's what I'm going to do. Whoever the UFC stands in front of me next, that's who I'm going to fight. That's the way I want it to be. Whoever's number 2. If number 2's hurt, then whoever's number 3. You know what I mean? We're just going to go down the line, and that's the way that I want to keep it going. But, you know, realistically, I don't get any say in that because I say that's way above my pay grade.
Good man.
Johnny, this doesn't surprise us because I know the confidence you have in yourself. You thought you won that belt in November. Does it feel any different actually holding the belt than just envisioning it as you did when you first stepped into MMA? I remember you came back to Stillwater and go, well, I'm just going to be the champion. That was his thought when he started MMA.
Yeah, that was my thought. You know, I'm not going to go into something and give half of what I think I can. You know, holding this belt right now, it's sort of like it sort of feels surreal. You know what I mean? It feels like it's not true. You know, I think give me a couple days, it'll sink in, and when it does, thank to God, thank the Lord that He blessed me with the win here tonight, and thank you to the fans. You know, UFC, everybody who's been behind me from the very get-go, I love it.
Johnny, it really was a tremendous fight. I do want to talk to you, though, about how you're feeling. Obviously, we're looking at you. You've got your glasses on. Your right eye is obviously very swollen. That's something we were concerned about as you went into the late rounds here. How badly was your vision compromised, and how much did that affect your ability to defend Robbie's punches?
Actually, a couple of the rounds. Actually, from whenever it cut, I think it was the middle of the 3rd round, it was actually blurry. Didn't really see out of it much, but, you know, you got to adapt. You know what I mean? You got to adapt. You got to, if I wanted to win, I knew that I was going to have to do something to make it where it wouldn't happen as much. And what I did is I said, all right, he's going to hit me. Yes, it's going to hurt, but hopefully I can land some punches in return, and so that's sort of what I did.
All right, and Johnny, obviously, the story was yesterday, and you've won the belt, and it kind of isn't a factor, but at the same time, people want to know, you didn't make weight on your first attempt. How did that play to your mental preparation for tonight? Did that affect you at all?
No. You know, here's the thing. Yeah, it sucks that my scale was it read wrong. But guess what? Everybody's faced with certain situations. I was able to go run for 20 minutes, bike for 20 minutes, get it off, get back over there, and make weight. I'm very grateful. The good Lord helped me with that weight cut. My coaches helped me with that weight cut. It's all worth it now.
All right, Johnny, listen, over here we're taking a poll on Twitter, and we're asking the fans to tell us who do they think you should fight next. The options are Condit, Lawler, Diaz, Rory McDonald, Hector Lombard, and, of course, Tyron Woodley. If you were to vote, who gets it?
I don't care. Remember what we said earlier, Chael?
I love it,
It's above
buddy.
my pay grade.
I love it. Dana White's going to get asked that question in about 10 minutes, though. Do you want to influence his opinion at all?
No. Hey,
All right.
It's not my job. It's not my job.
That's a cowboy
love
mentality
That's right.
right there.
I'm just so happy right now.
All right, well, Johnny, I do have to, again, congratulate you on becoming the new UFC welterweight champion. You've had 2 amazing fights in the last 4 months. We congratulate you. We thank you. We wish you a great night and have fun with that new belt.
Hey, thank you so much.